Hello everyone, this is Ep13 and welcome to episode 13 of Ep20's Let's Play of Mechanical Mastery, where I'm flying around the map on my new Switchpulse Rending Gale. Loving it. Loving that it's up and running. Oh, it's so good once you get creative mode flight like this. It's so cool. Why do I have so little EMC? Where did my EMC go? I'm not net lossing EMC, am I? I shouldn't be. I don't think I am. Oh. Assuming something's stuck somewhere. Are you gummed up? Not terribly so. You're just really slow about getting... You know what it is? We're low on power around here. And I'm sure that's not helping anyone. So my goal for right now is to get Mekanism up and running so that I can centralize my power and no longer have to do, like, these kinds of things, right? Because, like, we've got 3 or 4 power systems up and running in different locales just because we didn't standardize them or unify them yet. So, yeah, the plan today is to get decent power gen up and going along with some Mekanism. As you can see, I set up my standard suite of Mekanism infusers, one for each template, so refined obsidian, diamond, redstone, and coal, in order of, you know, least rare to most rare from left to right, and then enrichment chamber. That's usually how I set that stuff up. We'll get some tier upgrades going here in a minute. We should probably get the crushers, right? So we should probably get a crusher. We're going to need some more of you. That shouldn't be a problem. The crusher is going to require some buckets of lava, but that also shouldn't be a problem, because we should have some here. Easy peasy. And then the furnace from Mekanism. We could also do a red matter furnace, by the way. I don't know which would be more powerful. I feel like the 7x processing that you get with the top tier Mekanism furnace is probably pretty cool. And then you don't really have to feed it power either-ish. So I'm going to go with the Mekanism powered furnace, whatever it's called. It's powered furnace, isn't it? Or is it smelter? Yeah, it's smelter. I'll just go with smelting factory. Energized smelter, that's the name of the thing. Yeah. So you're going to come down here with crusher and smelter now. Boom, boom. And everybody's happy. Sweet. All right, now I would like to do pattern providers so that we can start on automating these bad boys. So I think it would be a good time to start automating pattern providers themselves. So as usual, we're just going to start doing this stuff, right? And definitely want you and definitely want you automated, because that's going to make my life a heck of a lot easier. Sweet. Might want a 6th, but we'll see what's up. That works for me. Saves me lots of clicking. All right, so then you guys should be accepting on the back is what I'm going to do. I think that's this to clear. So input on back. Does that sound cool? Or input on top? I'm probably going to say actually input on top. And then how about output on back? Is that cool? Yeah. Output, input, and we can auto eject as well, by the way. I got that output. Yes, cool. Sweet. All right. And then we'll have some kind of interface or something like that. Import bus, whatever. Yeah, interface should be fine. And I can control click that if I need to now. Awesome. And you can live probably for now. I know there's going to be something else we need here. Probably 1 or 2 something else's that we need here eventually. But for now, we'll be all right. So 1 more of those would be cool. 1 more pattern provider. Because I feel like 8's the number for we need usually for Mekanism machines, isn't it? I think it's the osmium compressor is the last machine that we would probably want here. But for now, this is probably going to be ideal because it's 7 plus 1. That's going to be the 8 because I haven't started making cable dudes yet. Or like the better cable dudes yet, at least. So then where's all my sand and glass that I made? I think I got more sand in here, right? Get you smelting over here for now. That'll do. So for the moment, you two can connect here. We'll deal with the whole how to handle channels thing once, you know, we get to that point. So you shouldn't have a problem running across like this. And remember, this is temporary. Because eventually I want to make the chandelier thing. But before I can make the chandelier thing, I'm going to have to do some patterning things, right? Going to need more iron and more Certus quartz dust to make that happen. Certus quartz we can get from that dude, right? And then iron... that can come from this guy. Pretty sure this is Certus quartz dust. Nope. Then what was it? Oh, you know what? It might be, one of the Mekanism machines can do it, right? Crusher can do it into dust. How did I make this before? Oh, I think I did it in the mill. I did milling before. That's how I made it previously. Or Inscriber can do it, but that's awful. Because it's one item at a time until you get the lazier AE Inscriber. So I'll go Crusher. I'll go Crusher. Yeah, that works. And then soon we'll have, you know, the better stuff. Where are you going? What are you doing? Oh, you're auto-ejecting into the pattern provider? Oh, that works. Okay, yeah, so then we don't actually need that anymore, do we? That's right. Pattern provider functions as a return inventory thing. I forgot. So you know what I could do? Input and output? That would be cool, right? Does that work? And then no inputs on the top? Guess we could test that real quick. Have I ever done it this way? Why do I feel like I've never done it this way? And there's like a reason. Sometimes I forget things. And also the fact that we're on a different version is probably throwing me off a little bit too. That should be cool. So if I came up here and put you away now, and I wanted some pattern dudes. And did we get all our this into here? Perfect. Now we're cooking. So now if I wanted glass, right? Let's teach you how to make glass, right? So you're just going to be smelting sand of any kind into glass, right? And the sand will be crushed from the gravel. Yeah, I see them. And then the gravel can be crushed from cobble, right? Let's see if I can sneak this sleep in. Or I have to go kill some phantoms. Oh yeah, perfect. Now you're gonna die for that. Yeah, I can fly too now, buddy. See you later. I could disable them. I know. I know I can. Okay. So the crusher, this is the smelter, so you get the glass. This is the crusher, so you get these two. So then if I came up here and said I wanted glass times 100, he's just going to start doing his thing. Now, I'm probably going to want to muffle the mech. I always hate this one. This one's, like, super rough. Yeah, that's a rough one. Yeah, no, you're working actually great. So yeah, you keep doing that. You keep doing that, and then I can have another row on the top if I want. That works for me. All right, so that's cool. And then if I insisted that I wanted some sand... also cool, right? Working great. All right, nifty. So let's get some tier installers set up real fast then, because those are always nice to have. So we want to learn how to make... We can do this, and then we're going to want you automatically. But I always skip this part, right? Because we're gonna automate the insertion of the redstone stuff. That's the way I usually do it. I don't know if that's how everybody does it, but that's the way Dyer likes to do it. Okay? And then we're going to need you, but without this. And then we're going to need you. Okay? And we'll probably go up to tier elite at this point, because that shouldn't be too hard to do. But not you. And then you. And that's cool. Okay. So some of you guys, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Did that go into the pattern? Did. That's why we don't use the UI directly like that. Alright, so this is the redstone one, so anything redstone-y goes in here. This is the diamond one, so anything diamond-y goes in here. And then that should be cool. So now if I wanted some tier installers, right? Like 10 of each. You need more iron. Which I'm getting to. Do you pull from anywhere? Not at the moment. I could probably get you pulling from somewhere, but... all good. We really need to, like, ore multiplication-y stuff, right? From this chapter would be cool to do, right? Because none of this looks particularly terrible. Like, this is the hardest part. Once you get that done, doing this is relatively easy, and then doing these two is even easier. Well, maybe not, because you got sulfuric acid. But this one's pretty easy, right? Essence of Darkness. Oh, that's not obsidian, that's Essence of Darkness. I don't know what it is, but it has an EMC value. So that's cool. Or refined iron dust. What is Essence of Darkness? Oh, that's... okay, so you make... Essence of Darkness turns into enriched Essence of Darkness with refined obsidian. Oh, that's interesting. Where do we get Essence of Darkness from? I don't see a crafting recipe for it, but it does have an EMC value. Which is interesting. Huh. Maybe it'll be, like, given to us later. That's neato. Okay, so that looked different than I thought it did. And then we can get 10 of you now? Sure can. And then, like, 10 of you would be probably doable if I got more iron and more osmium. But I also probably need a healthy amount more of other things. If I did this, would that be a problem for you? Yes, yes it would. Yes, yes it would be a problem. You know, if I really wanted to, we could teach the AE system how to craft those things, but I'd rather do the keep in stock bit. But we'll get there. This is all in the interest of getting this stuff up and running. Oh yeah, and then osmium, right? You can probably be... oh, that's right. Osmium doesn't go in that thing, does it? Yeah, osmium needs to be... I think I've just been smelting it directly. It's not efficient, but it works. Oh, that's so nice. Okay. So now we can get 10 of these, right? You need... actually, you need more gold. Okay, cool. See, this is why we need to automate this stuff. I don't want to have to craft this by hand all the time. That's no fun. That's no fun. I don't want to have to run over here every time I'm low on something. Okay, and then you just need oak, which you should be able to easily... you'll always have oak wood because it's EMCable, right? So now I just do this, and you're cool. And I should probably do sticks while I'm at it, right? Probably. And now, you're cool on that front. Sweet. Okay. Yeah, so your main problem now is going to be that your redstone is probably going to be a little bit on the slow end. That's all right. Let me actually get those tier installers that I have so I can get all these guys upgraded. And then I can have you, the enriching factory, splitting. You should all split, by the way. Right? And then your problem is the redstone ain't here, right? We're out of redstone. That's why the thing's not crafting at the moment. That won't be a problem for long for us. Cool. Now, if I wanted to, I could have done... And I've never done it that way, and that's probably why I didn't. But I could have had it like the AE system puts in the redstone stuff. Apparently it can handle this, whatever this stuff is. Is that... I don't know if that's infusion type or gas or what that is. But whatever it is, it can handle it, apparently. Which is kind of cool. And then we should probably do something similar with diamonds, by the way. I don't need that interface at the moment. Cool. How about you enrich some diamonds up for me? Thank you. And while I'm at it, let's do energy augments and upgrades from Mekanism. Right? So I want you to know how to do speed upgrades. Which means knowing how to do osmium dust, which is a crusher recipe for... Well, can't I... Ooh, I can do that. Right? Because this is EMCable. So this is different. I've never done it this way before, but since this is EMCable and we have an unlimited amount of that, why don't we just get the dust directly? Right? And we can do the same here with gold dust, right? I'm cool with that. Are you guys cool with that? Because I think that's really cool. And then you're going to be an enrichment chamber recipe, right? Which, while we're working on those, let's get the other enrichment chambers stuff in there, like carbon, redstone, diamond, and obsidian. Those are the main ones you need, and I can see the darkness stuff in there, and all that. So we'll figure how that works at a bit point in the future. And rarely do you need golden tin, so I won't bother with them just yet. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Okay. Now, what do we want to do? We want to make some speed and energy upgrades, right? So if I wanted like 100 of those, that's totally doable because we have the osmium for it. Yeah? Right? And that's 100 speed upgrades. And then 100 energy upgrades. Short on iron, but we can make that better-ish. Now, there's nothing stopping me from teaching it how to enrich iron and then smelt it. Except I don't want to do that right now. I want to automate that in a slightly different way, I think. So we'll get there. Oh, you need a lot more. My bad. I think at this point, like, the EMC difference is not a big deal to me, so I don't care about being super efficient. I could have you pulling from above, right? Is there anything up there you need to not smelt? But what I could do is just grab, like, a bunch of iron. Put that in here. And that would be pulled into here and smelted directly. And I'm cool with that. Wow, we need a lot of iron. In fairness, I did ask for a lot. Now, which machines are running the most now? You're all really just busy, aren't you? Yeah, you're gonna choke on power like nobody's business, aren't you? Probably yes. Actually, you're choking on power already. Because power is our problem right now, right? I'm assuming you're just not keeping up. Yep. We are choking on power down there. Which is a surprise to no one. Literally no one is surprised by that. Oh, we're even choking on power for you. That's a shame. So... let's do this. Let's get our gas burning generator up and going now. Our best approach... I wonder if I can drain the power. This is like a temporary fix, but I wonder if I can drain the power in my battery to keep you guys running. Probably not a smart move. I don't even know if it'll be enough. Can you drain? You may not be able to drain. Alright, let me do this then. I know we're producing enough power to keep things mostly up and running. What crafts are currently in progress? What if I disabled you for a sec? That should bring you back online, in theory. Because you should now be producing enough power. Also, you're doing this, which is not great. Yeah, I'm doing all the things on very little power gen, aren't I? Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. I could tap into some of my other power. Like, this thing over here is making a little bit, that thing over there. We've got power kind of all over the place. It's just, you know, a little mess. Alright, so you guys should all be done now, right? So what I can do... get you producing a lot more power. Fill up your batteries again. What I could also do... is give you guys these guys. And that might not be terrible. So now you should be online. And remember, anything I go in there that has EMC should go straight into the power thingy up there. Cool. So what am I making over here? I'm making you, I'm making you, I'm making you, I'm making you. Alright, let's give this a few minutes and I'll come back once all this crafting has settled down. And then we'll get into our gas-powered gen. Is that cool? Alright, so what I did is I canceled a good handful of tasks that were crafting so that I could focus on just getting some of the upgrades, some energy and speeds. And that's going to be enough for now. So now let's get our gas-powered generator, right? Because I think that's going to be key for us. So gas-burning generator is going to be a big part of it. And then we're going to need the ethylene. And remember, it's the gas version of ethylene that we're going to need. So for that, we're going to need hydrogen, which will come from a electrolytic separator. And then we're going to need biofuel, which we can get probably from cactus, right? Can't you get biofuel from cactus? Yes. And that'll be made in a crusher, right? So that'll be cool. Let me craft and be right back. All right, so let's look at the power gen thing. And I think an EMC link is right in my purview here, right? So all we should have to do to generate what I would call copious amounts of power, and we could probably just do it over here. Maybe not. I don't think you're gonna be able to handle that. But what we can do is do the mechanism cubes, right? So you should have no problem being made, and then you're just an upgrade of that guy. So maybe in here you need to learn how to make these at least. Okay, and then we should be able to do this, right? You should also know how to make this guy. I already taught him steel previously. In the interim there, I taught him how to make steel. So that shouldn't be too bad. And I feel like you would benefit from a little bit of, well, also having coal, but speed upgrade and efficiency upgrade. Right? But also having coal also have some upgrades, right? So we're using 600 RF a tick right now. That is actually pretty significant. But shortly, it won't be that big a deal. Yeah, really shortly, it won't be that big of a deal. And reminder, and this is something I've never actually sat down and mathed out, but if it takes 10 ticks at 600 RF a tick, or it takes, 100 ticks at 60 RF a tick, like, or, the same amount of RF per craft, right? I don't know. I've never actually checked to see like how many ticks it takes to make something and did the actual math to find out if it makes sense. Yeah, we're gonna have to see what's up with that at some point. One of these years, I will either ask some of the Mekanism devs like, hey, did you guys ever check that math? Like, I'm just curious, or not, and then also we will find out, right? Yeah, we'll see. All right, so this cube should be good enough. Assuming that you have some diamond left in here, which you absolutely may not. Yeah, you don't. That's fine. But we have some enriched diamond that we made earlier, so that was cool. We just need to set up the export buses on these, which again is a to-do list item for me. And I'm not going to throw my overclockers in there because I want to put those in my crusher and whatnot. Give me 16 more of these and 16 more of these. See how quickly they craft now? It's so good. Now I'm going to put you in here. No, I don't want you to be in here. Kind of want you to be like placed as soon as I'm ready for you to be placed. How about we throw you in the corner where you belong? Cool. And then your setup will be such that you're going to output to the top, right? And that's where the flux plug will wind up going. And look, we need more redstone-y dudes. Do you have the speedy? You do have speedy. Good. Okay, so while you're cooking now, right? So your gas burning generator, we'll stick it here, right? And that needs ethylene gas, which we'll get from, you know what I don't think I made? My PRC. I made everything except, because I forgot to put it on my to-do list up here, didn't I? Yeah, ethylene is made in a pressurized reaction chamber. I forgot that one. Let me make that real quick. Off camera, be right back. All right, so here's our PRC, right? So you're going to chill probably here, pressurized reaction chamber. And so you're going to need power, right, ultimately. And I might rearrange how this works. You know what I need is a magnet. How am I for magnets in this pack? That could probably work. What mod is that? That is the Simple Magnets mod. Toggle magnet is currently H. I'm going to make it apostrophe. Haha! Loving it. And I'm pretty sure that's a bauble somewhere. Yeah, charm slot. Sweet. Okay. So now we've got you. You're going to get power at some point. And remember, this is biofuel plus hydrogen plus water, right? So we're going to want the electrolytic separator pushing hydrogen, which is output 1, to the right. Okay, and auto eject is on. So output 1 is hydrogen for water. And I made myself an aqueous accumulator here, which you're both going to need to tap into, for the record. Maybe what I'll do is I will instead place you here, electrolytic separator, right? And now your side config is still such that you're that. How about on your back you can input on red? And for you, for fluids, you can input on the back. For gases, you can input on the left, and you're going to output to the right. Perfect. And I'm going to use laser IO, if I have any laser IO stuff. I may not have any nodes available, but we can probably make them. That seems like a number that I like. Okay. And you're going to go here with fluid inserts. I need more fluid cards. Okay. You're also going to fluid insert. And then you and you can be linked to each other. Now, if I want you to have aqueousing power, and there's no sinks in the pack, I checked. I'm sure there's other ways to get, water, but we're just gonna have to be patient about it. Now you're happy. You're transferring water. I would like you on the down to round robin that. Now you'll take turns. And then we need to muffle the electrolytic separator, because I don't like that one. That's not a good one. Right? And then it's... I thought I had you outputting number 1. Yeah, output 1 is the blue. Right? Your oxygen? No, you don't get oxygen. You get... Cross that bridge in a moment. Yeah, why are you getting oxygen, bro? Oh, because I put items on output 1. Haha, there's your problem. Gases should be output 1. Right, not items. So yeah, there's your problem. How do I void your... Sure there's a way to do it. I feel like there's a way to do the pressurized reaction chamber. You have to void it somehow. Isn't there like a pipette or something? Gauge dropper is the name of the thing. There we go. Now hydrogen's going in there. Now you just need biofuel, which we can have you accept from the front. Items can come in the front. How about we have the crusher here? You will push to the left. Okay. And then you just need cactus, which we're going to provide via EMC link. Now, unfortunately, these guys don't have an auto pull system, so I'll just have to use a node here. So if I program you to cactus, and then we have a node set up, down will be extract, 8 items at a time, up will be insert, and then you will accept items from the down. I changed my mind, I decided I want the down. Oh, that's right, you can't take 8 at a time, but still, it's faster than... Oh, that's right, power's there. That's probably why I wanted to do down. Your side will be here. Down will be insert, up will be the extract, and now you're cool. Right? Sweet. Okay, and now that's everybody being awesome. Biofuel, and shouldn't you be ejecting auto-eject items to the left? Cool. Now for Mekanism, I would like you to mute some of these sounds. Thank you. And then you should be getting gas burning generator built up, and that's pretty cool. Oh, and now you're getting substrates. Let's not forget that we have to handle those. So how about drawer system? Give me a void upgrade, please, because we should just be ready to void them, and then a full-time drawer. And you can just auto-eject to the top. Cool. And then void ready to go. So You're building up power. You're buffering it up. You should be accepting energy on all sides, and you should be outputting energy on all sides. No. Why aren't you getting energy here? 407,000 RF. You should be cool, no? He might have been the facing. Yeah, the front you can't get power from, right? Yeah. No, you can. Why are you being weird, gas burning generator? What am I doing wrong here? Producing 0, max output 160. Yep. Oh, isn't it sided, the gas burning generator? It is sided, isn't it? Pretty sure it's sided. There you go. There you go. Sweet. All right, I'm gonna call that wrapping up point for now. Let's see. Yeah, so it's definitely wrapping up point. So let's do that. How are you doing? I'm gonna see which of these need PRCs. I'm assuming some may, which is fine, right? You know, or speed upgrades or whatever. Okay, so let's get to a U and let's get some speed upgrades. And I'm hoping that what'll happen, right, is that you may or may not need some things, but we'll see. But let's do speed and speed, right? So you'll do energy and speed, you'll do energy and speed. You're probably going to need energy and speed, but we'll see. Well, yeah, we'll just do it, because that's all 3 machines here, right? So now you're good, and then you're going to back stuff on stuff, right? And now what I can do is on the down here, we can output, and then we can tap into these dudes, right? And now everybody's going to be happy power-wise. So he's powering himself and the things used to make the ethylene, but then we're also going to throw our flux point on top there. So once I throw the flux point on top there, I probably want to stop. Yeah, so I should undo what I just did. Right, nope, on top, please. Cool, and now you're sending power out. You're good. You guys will get it from there, and everybody's groovy. For now, wrap it up point. Double 20 sign off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.